Well, Mikel Arteta has gone ahead to name his starting 11 of Manchester United versus of Arsenal hosting, all being hosted by Nottingham Forest down at the City Ground. And obviously, we are here to bring you that confirmed starting 11 of a team called as Arsenal. And welcome to this channel. Smash the like button, comment, and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Spurs have suffered a 3-1 defeat to Bournemouth, and they were at home. Then today, Manchester United is into the mix. They are still leading Bournemouth by 1-0 scored by Casemiro. It was a beauty of a goal. Liverpool are also playing against Aston Villa. It's still 1-0. And as it stands, if at all Liverpool loses at Anfield, Manchester United and Newcastle would have gone ahead to really accomplish their Champions League charge of the season. So we are going to be here letting you know what is happening in both camps. But looks like Arsenal's game is not going to close the day as they really play away at Nottingham Forest. Arsenal have gone ahead to really start off it with what we call a black jersey with Ramsdale, Ben White, Gabriel Magalhaes, Jakub Kiwior, Granit Xhaka, Jorginho, Thomas Partey, Odegaard, Saka, Trossard, and Gabriel Jesus. That is the starting 11 of Arsenal. And we are having Matt Turner, Walters, Tierney, Holding, Buendia, Bendiera, Vieira, Emily Smith-Rowe, Edin Ketia, and Kozia Dobry. That is the man that comes in from the academy of a team known as Arsenal. So that shows you that Kientien is on the bench. That means Thomas Partey might find himself playing the central defense and Jakub Kiwior playing onto the left side of the fullback of Arsenal. Then we are having Navas for Nottingham Forest, Walwal, Mangala, Awonye, Gibbs, Niakite, Yates, Aurier, Danilo, Lodi, Felipe into the starting 11 of this team of Nottingham. Then the substitutes have Hennessy, Toffolo, Sturridge, Johnson, Koyate, Frola, Dennis Bowley, and Ayew. And remember, Danilo, a player that Arsenal really wanted to sign towards the end of the summer transfer window of last year, has gone ahead to find himself playing against Arsenal for the very first time ever since he really signed for this team from Brazil. And that is really something great for a player called Danilo, because Arsenal wanted him and they found themselves in a position of not really getting him the best that he deserves. And he signed for a side called Nottingham Forest. But Nottingham Forest just need 1 point to survive relegation, and Arsenal still need to win. If at all they don't win today, they would have gone ahead to really give the trophy to a side of Man City without even playing a game against Chelsea that they're going to play tomorrow. So Arteta has gone in for a 4-3-3 system with Ramsdale in goal, a man who has just been awarded a new contract at Arsenal. He's in between the stitches of Arsenal. Ben White is going to play as a right back for Arsenal. Then Granit Xhaka is being played as a left back for Arsenal. Then Gabriel Magalhaes and Jakub Kiwior are playing to the central defense. And then Jorginho, Thomas Partey, and Odegaard in the midfield three. And I've always wanted to see Jorginho and Thomas Partey playing to that midfield. And for the very first time, the manager has gone ahead to go on and really give them the desired chance to really start, as Xhaka is being played as a left back. It shows you how much the manager is not trusting into Kientien, and Kientien is being benched. So that means Arteta and Kientien have fallen apart. These are games that Kientien is supposed to be starting. I see no reason for not starting Kientien because he really had a very fantastic game against Brighton, and no famous reason is going to be given by Mikel Arteta for not starting Kientien apart from just showing him that I'm the boss and I really want you out of this club. Then Bukayo Saka is playing as a right forward for Arsenal. Leandro Trossard has gone in and started into that position of Martinelli. Then Gabriel Jesus is leading the line for Arsenal. When we go to Nottingham Forest, we are having Kyler Navas in goal, a system of 3-4-2-1, Worrall, Felipe, and Niakite. That is the defensive three, all the three center backs that has gone ahead with. Then Sergio Aurier is playing as a right wing back. Mangala and Yetes are playing into the double pivot. Lodi is playing as a left wing back. Gibbs White and Danilo are playing as the two central attacking midfielders, with Awonyi leading the line. Remember, he scored a brace against Chelsea, and Arsenal should be really keeping a very huge eye onto the player because he is really deadly, especially into those set pieces that they deliver into that box of Arsenal. So let's wait and see how the manager is really going to go ahead and really get the best of the best out of this beautiful game of football as Arsenal takes on a side known as Nottingham Forest. But remember, Arsenal has been really a team that has gone ahead to find itself in several occasions of really performing well from home. They've gone ahead to clip the most clean sheets away from home, 10 clean sheets away from home. And there is the way pressure is off Arsenal when they are playing away from home, And at home, they really have a lot of pressure onto themselves, yet they're really having lots of fans that are really rocking and supporting them, cheering them to do the needful for the club. So I think today it's really one result that they need to get and obviously get back to winning ways. I mean, it's them gifting the trophy to Man City. They need to find themselves back to winning ways because that's what is really going to make them so much important into this season because they need to collect these points, and Arteta starting Partey and Jorginho is really one of the initiatives that have gone ahead to really love into this beautiful game of football. And I think that partnership is going to go ahead and really get Arsenal more results into the midfield. Because when you look at the likes of Danilo, in that midfield, they've gone ahead to go in for power. And Partey with Jorginho, obviously, you will understand that Partey is going to be playing a more advanced role. That's it. And Jorginho is really going to be sitting deep and obviously connecting the midfield to the attack, getting that ball from the back four, and obviously bringing it on to see to it that they play the hugest part of the game in a very well balanced way all together at the City ground. But the City ground has not been an easy ground for big teams. Man City draw at that stadium by 1-1. Chelsea drew, I think, 1-1. Man United, I think, is the only one that really went there and really got a win of 2-0. So I expect Arsenal to go all out there and obviously register that win that they really deserve. And today, I fancy Arsenal to win 2-1. That was my prediction in the match preview, and I see it written all over this result that Arsenal is going to go in and really win this game of football by 2-1. But the big factor is all about KNTN. I think it's high time KNTN left this team. And if at all these games are not being given to him to seduce him to really stay at the club of Arsenal, then the manager's going to have to make a decision on not really getting him onto the team. The same applies to Reiss Nelson. I don't know exactly what's wrong with him because in the pursuit of Arsenal to seduce him to really stay at the club, I think they deserve to be giving him these games. But when you look at the bench, even Reiss Nelson is nowhere to be seen. Matt Turner, Walters, KNTN Holding, Bandeira, Vieira, Smith Rowe, Nketiah, Jobri. So it shows you how bad it's really becoming for Reiss Nelson. And remember, they offered him a fourth contract and he turned it down, meaning that Arteta is now isolating him after Reiss Nelson made a decision that I want to be a free agent. I want to go to Brighton. Remember, Brighton is one of those teams that have gone ahead to put in lots of interest to sign this player, Reiss Nelson, that has gone ahead to really have some flashes of good games every time they brought him on. Even the game of Brighton, when they brought him, you saw to it that he had a lot of huge impact onto this beautiful game that Arsenal lost 3-0 to Brighton into the mix. So it shows you how important the player is for the club of Arsenal. So that has gone ahead to really put Arsenal in a situation of really going into getting more players and not observing contracts that they've gone ahead to really miss out on several occasions as a team of Arsenal. So guys, thank you very much for watching. Through smash the like button, comment and share. We are going to come here and really return and really let you know what this beautiful game of football is all going to be about as we go into the final or the second last game of the season for the Arsenal side. So thank you very much. Your predictions are welcome in the comment section below. My prediction is 2-1 Arsenal. I don't know what your prediction is, but continue to subscribe to this channel and let us know what your thoughts are about this beautiful game of football. I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. I'm out. See you later.